menu's right there.
I feel like a big dick right now because I kind of brushed Marco off. I didn't realize who he was. I didn't realize. I apologize to him because in the crowd of people, I didn't recognize who he was. This is the Watch Cardinal.
Yes.
And honestly, this is, I think, the youngest and most talented man in the space. All right. So for all of you that don't follow the Watch Cardinal, follow the Watch Cardinal. This kid's got knowledge.
Holy shit! Foreshadowing things to come. I came across that video recently. I said I have to start the show off like that.
You came across that video recently.
Yeah, it's like,
that's
that's
your
not.
the
There was no
line.
flex there. That
I had
didn't
to
feel like
flex
a
just
flex
a
at
little
all.
bit, just a little bit.
This is the back catalog, right?
I
My
casually
head
searching
won't be-
It's like, oh, what? Who left that Ferrari there? Yeah, that was a very subtle flex. Yeah.
Happened to
Did
show
you
up.
say your head grew? Is that what you
How's it
said?
going today, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm joined, of course, by an illustrious panel as usual. I got JJ LeCoupe, my man. I love him. Love that guy. We got REG, Ali, Mr. GMT, Captain, and Toyota Mo. All you guys, thank you guys for joining me. Guys, stay tuned. Tomorrow, Sunday Fun Day. It cannot be understated. We have a major unboxing, guys. I can't wait for it. Let's say hello to the fellas in the chat. Of course, Gentlemen's Hangout reminding everybody to hit that upvote button. Big George in the chat saying he upvoted, but he can't stay. No worries. We got Mr. Pizza. Thank you very much. Ali starting us off for the night with a $5.55 super chat. Yes, subscribe to Mr. GMT's new channel. First episode already posted. Go show your love and support. Absolutely.
Thank you for that, Ali. I really appreciate it, man.
Phenomenal first show, man. And looking forward to what's next for sure, man. Looking forward to what is next. We got Andres Borghetti in the chat. Hello, thank you for joining, man. We got Logan Hall. KR Joy saying, what a week for watches. Yeah, we already covered a lot of the new releases. I want to kind of finish it off, put a nice little bow around it, go over the last releases, and just chat and chill with you guys, to be honest with you. We got Mick Lovin in the chat saying these folks should buy a watch. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was a little bit jammed up before the show. We got Logjam 2, the show must go on. Yes, sir. We got Danger in the chat. Yeah. Okay. You guys are nuts. We got Louis V. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. MJ King, BT Bossman. Guys, most of these are familiar faces. I can recognize them from the best group in the watch business, the Gentlemen's Hangout WhatsApp group. Be sure to become a member of that group, guys. Best place to be if you're a watch lover. The Watch Lounge in the chat. Machine Gun Chris saying, what's up, guys? Enjoying an Ashton cigar. Very nice. Actually, so I smoked, was it last year? I think it was last year, an Ashton Symmetry, and that's based off of a very expensive and well-known cigar, the Opus 10. It's like it's like a Steinhardt equivalent. You know what I mean? It's like a homage to that cigar. But it was amazing. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. We got Jeff Lane in the house. Thank you for joining. So yeah, guys, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing?
Really good.
Fantastic.
Doing good.
Nice,
Awesome.
nice
Good to
Saturday.
hear.
Nice Saturday. Getting a little warmer out a little bit.
No, Sunday for me.
I mean, Saturday for the center of the universe. I mean, Sunday for everyone
We
else.
got REG with the $2 super chat. When wearing a Zenith, eat white toast or lentils. So that's another thing, right? Guys, tomorrow I'm making a PowerPoint presentation for Ari. He's going to be presenting all the new Zenith novelties to us, and I cannot wait. It's going to be so exciting.
It's going to be very exciting.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so
Wow.
Can we
I
get an
can't
answer
wait.
to the question though? Because if I get a Zenith, I need to know.
White toast or lentils? I think that's a poll.
Okay, let's do it. You know what? Fuck it. Just for the shits and giggles. When wearing a Zenith.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it. The hair is standing up on my arm.
I know. I'm telling you guys. This is the
I don't know,
excitement.
something else
Exciting,
standing
man.
up for me.
Well, that's
God.
what else is usual. What else is new?
There we go. The poll is up, guys. Let us know. Give us your feedback down in the comments below. All right, I just wanted to pull that initial video up and also pull this up. We're fine. I guess if you didn't post it to Instagram, right, it didn't actually happen. I guess that's kind of the rule. So finally, Instagram official, looking good, man. I'm very happy and excited for what's to come.
You deserve it, man. If you really want something, it really happens. You really want it, my friend.
Hey, thanks, man.
So you're going to be fetching cappuccinos or lattes?
Double espresso.
Oh,
Double
sorry,
espresso.
sorry.
Yes. Wings and Watches saying he upvoted.
What's up,
Thank you
Wings?
very much. Likewise.
Hey, buddy.
hope you're having
Hey,
a-
Wings.
Hey, Wings.
Alrighty, so what do you say we get right into it? We talk some of the new releases. Actually, one that I really liked from a pretty underappreciated brand. This is from Parmigiani Reggiano. The Fleurier. What do you think about this guy? I think this is actually a really nice skeletonized watch.
You know what? I like the fact that the logo doesn't dominate and uglify the watch, to be honest with you.
Yep.
And that was my first thought. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so it's a nice watch, but more so because they subdued the logo and they didn't ruin the dial like
Yes.
a ton of other watches they released in the past year.
So I'm always very lukewarm on skeletons, and this is nice. Like this
It's
looks
really
this
nicely
looks
done.
legible. It looks legible.
Yep, I like the rose gold accents of the hands and the indices in contrast with the eboche or the movement. And they did a really nice job on the rotor too. You see, they kind of semi-skeletonized the rotor with the Parmigiani Fleurier logo. I think this looks fantastic. But are you ready to hear the price?
113.
It's fucking 88,000 Swiss francs for rose gold and
What?
60,000 Swiss francs for steel. I mean, this makes no sense. I don't
Jesus.
understand what they're thinking. I don't get it at all.
They're thinking we finally made a cool watch. How can we not sell it either?
Yeah, exactly. When this
Yeah,
is like 50%
you're not
off, I'll
wrong.
consider it. I'll consider it.
I mean, I still like the Kalpa line, but what they've done with the Tonda, I like the old Hondas. I mean, they're still making them, I guess. I shouldn't say old Hondas. They haven't discontinued, but
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good looking watch,
Hang out
man.
with the $2 saying he wants to talk the Zin 556 limited edition. I can pull it up. Pull it up.
Except I don't like that coin edge bezel. That
You don't
You
like
know?
it? Why not?
no, I don't.
it's
You can pull it
it's-
up after,
It's
Marco.
nicer than
it
I
annoys
thought
me.
Cap when I saw it in person. Not
Mm,
I didn't
okay.
see the skeleton, but I saw their Tondas with that coin edge bezel.
Okay.
Right? It's nicer than I
fair.
thought. And like every watch company, these renders do nobody any justice. They really just need to put wrist shots up there.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree
actually
with that.
totally agree. They look terrible in the renders. Really
Yep.
bad. I'm in person, like all the videos I've seen, that watch is super nice.
The Zin
Alrighty, so Zin-
Skittles.
Hitting us with the Oyster Perpetual dials. What did you guys think of this?
Well,
The
the
Zin
reason
Skittles.
the reason I wanted you to pull this up is because, I mean, I know they only did 400 of each, which is not much, but
Yep.
when even these are selling out instantly because of colors, like, has the watch market just gone insane? Is it time to step back a little bit?
Yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. I mean, to be honest, let's be real. Why people are buying this in bulk, right? For one, they're not super expensive, and for two, people probably want to flip this. To be honest with you, they're just thinking, oh, I'll buy this to flip. I'll buy it to sell.
Buying
And
the
it
Zin to
just
flip.
ruins. Yeah.
That's when you've jumped the shark, man. I mean, that's
Yes.
what AJ is saying.
That's
Like-
right. Shark jumping. That is correct.
Shark
Yep,
jumping. I didn't even see that. Yeah, in the
I
comments.
like Zin, but it's a pass for me. Logan said he made some lasagna tonight. Dude, Logan is a hella good cook. He was showing me some pictures of stuff that he was making. I was like, holy shit. I thought it was because I worked in a restaurant, right, for like 5 years. And I was like in and out of the kitchen for a good portion of that. So you like pick things up along the way. So I thought I was a decent cook. I'm like, fuck, I got nothing on Logan. Yeah, pass on the cheese.
When you saw Logan's cooking, you couldn't sleep for a week, right?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. Right.
You know what I find interesting about this Zin release is Rolex discontinued the 3 colors on the right, the coral red, the yellow, and the Tiffany blue or whatever.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, you get Omega doing their colors. Now you get Zin doing their colors. So, how many years? Like, is it going to be a year before these brands now do the left-hand drive?
Oh, dear
That's a
God, please
good
no.
question. That is
It's
a good question.
It's a great
I'm
question.
just saying.
I'm
I'm
praying to
just
God
saying.
no. Praying to God no.
I think it's going to happen. I think
Although Zin actually already
happen.
has, they have a left-hand tactical model, but
Mhm.
because it's a tactical model for like glove use, so they do already have
Yeah.
left-handed. They have offset crowns, right? The crowns are
Yeah.
basically at like 10 o'clock, for left-handed.
Yeah.
Right. And look, other brands have left-handed watches as well, but I don't know, maybe a year or two from now. It's just bizarre to me. That's all.
I don't actually. So I called these Skittles, right? The thing is, Skittles are glossy at least, right? I don't like the really flat color releases from some of the companies that have come out. The
Mhm.
dials are
Looks
just
granular.
not. Say again.
It looks almost granular.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I haven't seen it in person, but it looks a little too flat. Like that
Mhm.
looks like the tennis court. Actually, this whole thing looks like tennis court asphalt.
Oh yeah, it's
Good
clay.
point. You're right.
This is fake grass. Yeah.
Right?
No, he
So-
means the asphalt that has kind
yeah, like the neighborhood tennis court asphalt, right? And
Oh,
they come in all colors. So again, I haven't seen it in person. I don't know, and I like Zen. I do like Zen.
Yeah.
But if people are buying these to flip them, then yeah, they just lost their mind.
So,
I mean, the
can
market
someone
is.
answer the phone?
Can you imagine like you're buying Sin to flip? You know, like that's yeah.
So
And
that
I-
is also.
I
Sorry,
think
go ahead,
Pat made a good point with the left-hand drive. As far as it's one thing if you need, I don't think anyone needs it, but if you need a left-hand drive because you're left-handed, but if it just becomes trendy because Rolex did it, that's so lame. Like I don't know.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
people are gonna be running after these right-handed people just because it's trendy and something new and going to be worth money. I think that's kind of where that was going. And like if other brands start doing it just because Rolex is doing it, it's pretty silly.
It gets pretty lame. Yeah, pretty repetitive and pretty lame pretty quickly. Addis also brought up a good watch. Like this is their new GMT. I don't like this as much because it's got like this weird pusher here and then the pusher on the crown as well. I mean, it's it's a good function, but the design is kind of for me. So yeah, not my thing. But it's a nice watch overall.
It's
Not
better
bad.
than some of their other releases.
Yeah, a lot better
Mhm.
than their recent releases for sure.
Yeah, I do like the
I actually
contrast
think
of
it's
the
a nice
hands
design.
there. Yeah, the contrast of the hands there is nice. The bracelets are actually quite nice in person.
I wonder who makes their dials. Maybe Medalum? Oh no, they have a dial factory actually. It's Boucher. They own. Yeah,
They make their own.
do?
They make their own.
Yeah, I would assume
Wow.
because they actually. So Parmigiani is owned by a charitable trust, I think, or they're owned by some kind of trust. Maybe not a charitable one, but they own everything. So like dial factory, they even make movement parts. So like the screws, actually they'll supply screws to like Patek Philippe and a bunch of different brands. They do dials, hairsprings. They do pretty much everything. Cases. So yeah.
They gave it
They're
a little
really
more flavor. It would be really good. I don't know. It's just something boring about it.
What's
There's
weird to
something
me
weird about it.
What's
something-
weird to me
yeah.
about the Parmigiani releases is that with the Kalpa and the Tonda GTs, they went in a really solid direction.
Yep.
And then it's almost like somebody said, well, we need to simplify it like an Apple product.
Mm.
And then they came out with a new logo. They overly streamlined the dials. The dials really, like on the Tondas, needed to be tweaked slightly,
Right.
right? They went way too far.
To me, these are still like some of the best watches they've made, although they're a little bit big. Even this, like, I think this is actually a great design. The only thing is I don't love their new logo and the date placement. Otherwise, I think it's actually a really nice watch.
Yeah, the date placement is terrible. You know who did a really nice 6 o'clock date window in the Chrome?
Breitling, the new
Yeah,
Navitimer.
like they did it. They hit it out of the park. 43 is not my style. I don't even like Navitimers, but the way they place that, like everyone should be taking notes. Like,
Have you looked at the Breitling, the dual register Triumph releases, the Triumph partnership?
I'll pull it up.
I think
So I
Grupo
saw.
Ted has one.
Does he? Because I saw those the day they were released, which was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I saw them the day they were released. They're too small for me, but they were gorgeous.
Yeah, but
The
there's a
dial
huge
was
problem with this.
gorgeous.
So like this one right here, right? We actually reviewed this and somebody pointed this out. Once you see it, you cannot see it. There's a huge jock strap just right on the dial.
That's the Triumph logo.
Yeah, I know, but it looks like a jock strap.
Okay, that picture, this again, companies, Breitling, if you're out there, do not use a render. This in person, that dial, the color play between the contrast on the dial is gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks much better than this.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
There's
yeah,
a lot
it's
of
not even, it was the
pictures of it
first
on
time in a
phone.
long time I've seen a Breitling where I went, oh shit. Like this is, the dial is gorgeous.
Would you
Fair
like
enough.
to hold? Is it the ice blue you're saying, or just the whole configuration?
With the way the ice blue with the slightly like dusky blue plays, right in the light is really, really pretty.
We got Big Juan in the chat with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much, my man. Saying happy Saturday to a great looking panel. Likewise, man. Hope you're doing well.
Thanks
Juan's
for
got some insane stuff in the works, man. I'm looking forward to
Stay
seeing
sexy, brother.
what comes in the next couple of months, man. I can't wait. Honestly, Juan has got like some crazy watches coming in. I'm losing sleep just thinking about it. He's saying good looking Breitling in person. It's very nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Mossy
check
bought that Breitling. It's an amazing dial. He actually bought
Nice.
it. Hey,
Awesome.
there you go.
Monty, can you put a picture on the Gentleman's
put it in the
Hangout
website. I'll
WhatsApp?
actually pull it up. I'll pull it
Yeah.
up for everybody to see.
Pull it up, Marco.
I think this watch is absolutely awesome. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It
If
looks
you,
great.
I think
Yeah.
it is
if you really
too.
like this color, Ali, you should check out the 43 mil because you got a big wrist anyway. The Navi timer in that color.
No, I did, and it doesn't. The configuration, whatever it is, and I was in the Breitling boutique. Whatever it is, this one just looks better.
Mhm.
I was shocked at how much I was drawn to this one.
Look at this 57 G with the $5. Thank you very much. Saying super chat for the jockstrap call. Was that an REG? Actually, no, it was Mr. Casio.
Yeah, that jockstrap's not big enough for the RG special.
Yeah. But REG has ruined a fair share of his watches. Okay,
I've
he's
destroyed a
ruined-
lot of watches.
he
Yes.
has ruined- the bicycle watch, the Chapek Antarctique Rattrapot, he completely demolished that watch for me. I can't look at it.
The Starfleet. Which one?
Oh, was that you? The Owl watch? Remember the chain of fusee that caused?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Owl watch.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
The
The
Owl
Zen
watch.
Academy, hold on.
Yeah, the Owl Watch. There was as well the one that looks like looks like the insignia from Starfleet. Yes,
Right.
yes,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh man.
It looks
That
like
really looks like an owl to me.
returned.
I
on
see
us.
nothing but an owl. I don't see
Yeah.
nothing else.
Oh, here we go. Maynard Goff said could be. Honestly, it's a really nice bro. It
Yeah.
is really nice.
And but Breitling does some great watches. I know there is a portion of the community that likes to crap on them, but I think they do some great stuff.
Look, it's a cool looking watch. It's $5,500,
Okay.
priced beautifully.
It has been
I think
posted.
this is a winner.
I think that was the biggest knock on Breitling was there was so much more than like Omega, but now Omega's the same price. So
Yeah.
you know,
Shout out to the watch guy. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you are well. We got
Hmm.
Mr. Casio. There he is. I have been so yes.
You have
Yes,
been.
you have. You have.
Yeah,
been-
I don't know about you guys, but like that would have to be a lot bigger of a triangle to be a jock strap in my view.
I agree.
Marco,
Yeah,
it's
I
been-
it would have to take up the entire
It all depends on
dial
your
or something.
package, man. If you got a small package, then that's
Five dial.
perfectly fine.
Cap, if
You would know.
hook up the
You would know.
entire dial to be a jockstrap and a 39mm jockstrap does it for you, you
No,
should
no.
not say that on the air.
but they're saying that this one is though, so it's all about scale.
I think that's a bit of a reach. I don't really see the jockstrap.
I was saying, I agree.
If you're familiar with if you ride right, or you're familiar with Triumph at all, like it's definitely it's the Triumph logo. Like you'll remember that.
Yes,
'Cause
100%. That's what my point was, but I was making another
Marco, you saw it?
side
Yep.
point.
Perfect.
So
I
what's
think
up,
that
Captain?
that
Where's
looks
the
like a
Batman
jockstrap
lighting?
for women.
I come back from like over a few months hiatus, and there's no Batman lighting today. And did you take like a throat lozenge? Your voice is all proper. It's not gravelly. What's going on?
Cool. Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he got the mark far
I
from
was-
his
I was-
face.
I was bashing tennis balls on asphalt that looked like Zin.
Oh, so it's Bruce Wayne today then. Oh,
Today's a Bruce
Here we
Wayne.
go.
We'll pull it out. I'll pull it out.
Now that's
You gonna pull it
cool.
out?
Look at that.
Congratulations,
Out?
Moss.
Yeah, like that's beautiful. That's
That is
beautiful.
beautiful.
And you know
Come
what?
on.
The jock strap, quote unquote, doesn't bother me at all.
I
I
honestly
can't
don't
unsee
see
it.
a
I'm
jock
sorry,
strap.
guys.
I don't see it at all. I don't
Yeah,
see a
it's a
jock
really
strap
nice
at all.
watch. I was impressed how
I think
nice
this
it
is
was.
awesome.
It's very
It's
thick
not.
though. It is a bit thick.
It's not.
Whose
It's not
is
too
this?
bad because the dome sapphire is what really adds a lot of thickness.
Yeah, you're right.
and it's contoured like end to end,
Mhm.
back to front.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ali,
It looks
is
like
this
a
your
couple
wrist?
Slide right over.
No,
that.
this is Mossy.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
small.
okay.
What a cool
No,
watch, man.
on my wrist it looks like a dime.
yeah,
No, this actually looks great. To be honest
like a
with you.
chiclet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, the jockstrap looks like more of a T, to be honest. I
like
hate to
it.
call it that now that I
I like
know
it.
somebody owns it, but yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I'm with Mr. Casio. Like, I don't understand what brands are waiting for to find, even just like media companies, right? They'll use like a ton of filters and like all this like professional lighting. It just doesn't look realistic. Just give us realistic photos. I was watching also like there's a YouTube channel I follow. He actually makes some really nice videos. I think his name is like Michael S or something. And he's like a big proponent of watching reviews, just of like raw footage of like people wearing the watch, not like B-roll or anything like that. Because it's hard to get a real like sense of how it wears, how it looks, you know, the profile of the watch when you're just looking at it so up close and zoomed in. It's nice to like see the finer details, but yeah, I don't know.
So, Marco, we
Yeah.
had a poll earlier, and there's been 34 votes to the poll.
Oh, here we go. Okay, let's end the
Very
poll.
important. Oh my God, I can't wait.
All right, and the big winner is, drum roll please,
What?
white toast. What were you
Yes.
when wearing Zenit? You got to go for
Yeah.
Let me
white
tell you
toast.
something
Nice.
though.
Thank
Lentils
God.
are a great source of nutrition, folks. Great
What
source
an
of nutrition.
upset! What an upset! I really thought Ari was going lentil.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that is good. You guys are nuts. I love it. Okay, let's go to a struggling brand who I just don't understand what they're doing at all. And that is one of my favorite brands, one that's super underappreciated, that's JLC. I think this is really nice, but it doesn't make sense at all. Like nobody is buying a perpetual calendar sports watch from JLC. Like they need an offering, right, that will appeal to the mass market. I think they need to ditch the Polaris. It's just not working for them, and they need to make something that will be more mass market appealing. What do you guys think?
I don't know that the Polaris is not working for them, right?
So it's working
But
for
I
them,
do
but it's
think
not.
that a perpetual calendar Polaris is silly. I think this
Yes.
should have been a resurrection of one of the master controls. Like they could have made this a variant of a master control geographic, right, or a double master. Like you're right. Like a sports watch that I need to take this much care of to worry about. It also, as far as I could tell from the reading, it doesn't have the same quick set features as a Longa does. So it's going to be a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah. So I'm with Big Juan. The JLC makes no sense. Honestly, the Polaris is ugly and expensive. So I'll be honest. I think that might be like a little harsh. I don't love it, but I don't disagree with him necessarily. I think it's actually very expensive, and it's not that great of a watch. In all honesty,
What's the price of this watch?
it's like 30,000 euros, so not cheap at all. If I'm
And then the
honest.
Polaris line itself starts at about 7,000 and goes up to about 15,000.
Yeah, so it's 31,000 euros here. I'll convert it to.
I think the
USD.
Polaris really should have like peaked out with the Memovox Mariner, right? About 15,000 or whatever. I think that's a good place for the Polaris to stop. This just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's about 34,000 US, Mo. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I will say I was a bit relieved that because the JLC CEO has gone kind of on a little bit of a charm offensive. I was relieved that she like actually did release a lot of new product that are substantially different than their existing line. At the very least, they are trying to differentiate themselves and reintroduce a little bit more variety.
Yeah.
This may be a miss, but I was afraid. I think I said this, some months ago. I was afraid that she was brought in to basically subdivide the company and sell off its parts, right? But at least it's something new, different for them. Kind of innovative. I just think it's a mess.
So Thrill House asking about a JLC Squadra. I think Squadra is the square reverso, if I'm not mistaken, right? Hold on, let me look it up.
57G is right. All the Polarises wear a bit thick. They're comfortable though,
Yeah.
but they do wear thick.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm not a fan of the Squadra at all. I don't think it's nice at all. Here we go. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Pull it up.
Yeah, these wear really
Ooh.
weird.
Timothy.
I mean, just look at how it wears on wrist.
It looks like
Ouch.
It looks like a Dick Tracy watch.
It looks like Flavor Flav's gonna hang this around his neck.
Yeah.
What
Looks
the
like a-
fuck?
It's
a
outrageous.
grandfather clock or something.
I don't
It's
know.
so
That might
horrible.
look better on my wrist. That doesn't look good on that side.
Yeah.
No,
You need-
it
you
looks
need-
angry. It looks
Yeah.
like very
Yeah,
angry.
angry.
That watch.
You need a nice big thick one.
You do, huh?
I was
Big
going to make
one.
another
Right, GMT, a
Wilson
nice thick
impression.
one.
Nice
right.
big thick one.
Thank you,
Yeah,
James.
so this is another thing, right? So their new products are all 200K plus, and this is what I don't understand. Like JLC makes some phenomenal watches, like bang per buck, especially like movements inside. They're second to none, right? The innovation that they bring is incredible, but it doesn't make sense. They're trying to go up market, but they don't even have the down market solidified yet. Like they just don't have a base of collectors. It just doesn't make sense.
It's a weird
what
choice. It's a weird choice. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
get it.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure I agree with that because there's a lot of watch brands like Grubel and stuff that start purely up market, right? I think that JLC may be strategically saying we've already missed the boat, right? Other than the Reverso, we've already missed the boat down market. So we want to redefine our brands as like ultra, high horology.
Yeah.
And-
So that
and I
makes,
think-
so that would make sense, right? Because I've said this about I feel JLC and IWC where they're like stuck in the middle because they're above Rolex, but they're below like at least brand equity wise, like in the eyes of the public, below like VC and Patek and AP, right? Because people just consider those, the Holy Trinity, what have you. Even though they're the watchmaker's watchmaker, they're kind of like in that middle spot where they're not the high end, but they're not the kind of like I hate to call Rolex entry level, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like the starting point for like really high level sports watches, if that makes sense. Or high level watches, period. We got
Yeah.
Big Sal with the $20 saying, good evening, all. Talking Breitling, JLC, my type of underdogs. Did I miss Mo's unboxing? No, Mo's unboxing will be tomorrow on Sunday Fun Day. You won't want to miss that. Trust me.
So Ali, to Ali's point about breaking up the parts with JLC, does it make any sense to spin them off, from their parent, from the mothership, and have some other group acquire them and then reintroduce them as an independent high horology, new management? I don't know how the CEO is doing. Apparently not so great, based upon how the releases and how this watch is. And now you have a fresh coat of paint, and then they're an independent.
I don't know if the CEO is not doing well because one of the things that we are is like Western centric is we don't see what's happening in the Asian market, right? Just from my Asian friends, they buy different watches than we do. So they may be doing well. I don't know.
Yeah, they may.
But the
Fair point.
problem with doing that is that ultimately they are the Reverso right now. Like you can only if you ask people about JLC, they can name exactly one line, which is the Reverso. Nobody knows anything else about them, generally speaking, and you can't jettison that history. So you can't re-release them like as an independent without the Reverso also being front and center, which means that any relaunch is dampened by it's just more of the same. So I think in my opinion, what they really need to do is their Master Control. They had those, some really heavy duty Master Control sports watches. They had some really nice Master Geographic watches. They need to trim the line up a little bit to those really nice watches they had in the mid 2010s, right? They need to trim back the Reverso offerings so they're not trying to compete with Cartier at just an unreasonable price point in some cases, right? And then they need to concentrate on a couple of high horology pieces, not a perpetual counter on a sports watch. If they are in desperate need of trimming up their line, because I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to release a watch line for each movement. They should just accept that they were a movement company. They're going to have more movements. They're going to have watches. Trim up the line. Strike a better deal with or any deal with Watches of Switzerland. Because one of the things was I was in the market for a Polaris Mariner Memovox, right? Or just a Polaris Mariner date. I cannot get a JL. I can't find one. I can't see one. I can't find one. I travel a lot. It does not matter. Like they're nowhere to be found. They got to trim up the line, show up in Watches of Switzerland boutiques, take over the IWC display because I do think JLC is a higher end watchmaker than IWC. You want me to stop, Ari? Or
No. I'm fixing the focus on my camera.
Yeah, I thought he was raising his hand.
I thought he was trying to force choke me or something. I'm like,
So
Hold up, wait.
That was
stop
threatening.
the
It was
tape.
very threatening.
can I just say, so I'm with Danger, right? So if you look at the Reversos from 10 years ago, I think they showed a lot more thought than they do today. Now they basically just release a Reverso in every single dial color. It's kind of becoming a little like played out, in my opinion. So I think you start with the Reverso, right? Because that's your classic watch. But then I'd also agree with Duco Ted, where the world is less dressy and JLC not is all dressed, but it's seemingly like mostly like a stuffy, dressed up brand where they need to change that idea, right? They need more like a Polaris. Listen, it's just not it's not mass appealing the way that they wish it could be or the way it could be. I think I'm with you. They need to slash and burn quite a bit of their line and just start over from scratch, to be honest with you.
But again, I'm really happy that when the new CEO came in, like she got on Instagram, she was giving tours and then wasn't saying anything. I don't know, for a year, maybe close to a year. I'm really happy that she didn't chop up the company yet. I want them to give it a twirl. And frankly, we just talked about Parmigiani. Like, I didn't know that Parmigiani was making that much for other people. So clearly that's how they stay alive, since like nobody buys their watches that I've ever seen. Again, I don't know, maybe the Asian market is doing well. But I'd like them to survive. It would be a tragedy if JLC.
It would be. It really would suck. But I think they will survive because they make a lot of movements for brands, which helps them. Although that's going away more and more because brands are less dependent. You know, like for example, they used to make a lot of movements for AP. Now they have Renault and Poppy, so they don't really depend on JLC as much anymore. And you know, like it's just, I guess they're really going to start just being a movement manufacturer for Richemont brands exclusively. Whole Milk says, I would have liked to see JLC acquire Agenor. Yeah, but it would be too expensive for them. I don't think they have that kind of cash where they could just dish out to just buy, you know what I mean, to just buy Agenor. Lou says IWC uses Solita movements. So to be fair, that's at their very entry level. Like that's for people to access the brand. And I don't think there's anything like, again, you have to go back 10 years ago. Like they're only using Solita because ETA is no longer available. And ETA is still amazing workhorse movements. I don't agree that's, you know, listen, Solita is a cheaper version technically of ETA, but they're still excellent workhorse movements. There's nothing technically wrong with them. So I think
I would like
IWC
to
definitely
see-
overcharging them.
I
Go
would
ahead.
really like to see a lot of these historical names, like Breguet is one that we talk about a lot, right? I'd really like to see Breguet, JLC, sit down with their management and go, okay, we want to produce like 4 or 5 watches that everybody lusts over and nothing else, right? But they're just not doing that, and I don't get it.
Yeah. So Lord of Fleck, I gotta bring this up. Do we think the Reverso is a sports watch? Absolutely not. It is definitely by modern standards a dress. It's not a sports. I don't care that it was a polo watch. By modern standards, it's very dressy. You know what I mean? It's much dressier than it is sporty. What do you guys think?
Definitely. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, it's a
100%.
dress watch. Come on. Hello to Bubba Hotep, producer
watch
Bubba.
that they-
Hope you're doing well. Saying he's
they
excited
follow.
for most. Yeah, guys, you will not be disappointed. 100%. Now Lou brings up another point. So great movement, but design. And I'll show you one watch, okay, that pretty much exemplifies exactly that. All right. So this watch has insane stuff going on. Like we're talking Gyromax balance, like a brand new balance, deadbeat second complication, but they put it in like one of the most unoriginal and uninspiring designs like you'll ever see. Like this would be a $10 Daniel Wellington, and I wouldn't bat an eye. You know what I mean?
The
Like, obviously-
Calatrava by GLC, and it's
Yeah,
just like
but
this.
no. So like don't get me wrong. I understand the watchmaking, the finishing is obviously much better than something you would get from Alibaba, but the design is so lacking in like any thought. It's just boring. I mean, I look at this.
It's a Calatrava ripoff. I mean, flat out.
Yeah, it's a Calatrava by JLC. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Basically.
Who else do we got?
But to be
Your
fair,
friend,
we
Mike.
only think it's boring because it's JLC.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice watch, though. I kind of like it.
Yeah, like if
You
I
like this, Mo? I thought you would.
I do like this.
Thought you would
No,
hate
no,
this
no.
one.
I actually like it. I like the simplicity of it. It's really nice.
The movement is insane.
But wait. I gotta know how much is it. I just gotta know how much
on
is
the
that
secondary
watch.
market, these will go for like I don't know, 7,000
That's
US.
not too bad. That's not too bad.
10,000 somewhere in that
Yeah.
range. The movement on this, if you look up, like, so it's also got a deadbeat second complication where the second hand will tick, even though it's fully
Right.
mechanical. It's insane. Like everything that they did in this watch is amazing, but just terrible design. It's just boring. There we go. SLC, very nice. I totally agree. 100%. It's definitely marketing. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next watch. I think we beat JLC into non-existence anymore. This is, I think, a collection that was really nice by Cartier, the new Santos.
I mean, I liked what they did. I did like what they did, you know?
it's not terrible, but it's not like, oh my god, I need to go out and buy this. You know what I mean? At least for me, it isn't.
I like the old black one. That really speaks to me.
Like they really are. Their hands are bound a little bit by some of by what people think a Cartier is. So I do kind of like them trying to take different risks and chances. Like this black one, for example, is a pretty cool example of that. The other colors as well.
Duke Cortez says, I sometimes get a kick out of how we're like 7K is not too bad for what. Yeah, I mean, it's all relative, right? It's all relative.
Like 7K is a lot of money for a watch.
So the black one is decent. I think it's not bad. Although all black watches, listen, I had an all black pizza slice. I'm never doing all black ever again. I'm sorry. It just brings back the PTSD of owning that watch. But this one is really nice. I think they knocked this one out of the park. But they're all so limited, and they're not cheap either. So good luck getting one. Yeah, but nice.
Cartier knows what they're about, right? And they do it well. When they introduce variety, they sell. Cartier is not having difficulty selling these watches.
Yeah. The only one I wish they would do, Cartier, is this. Hold on. I want this back in steel. I want it in steel. This watch right here, I think it's so pretty. Oh my god, this is like a perfect dress piece.
They should make that a little bit bigger.
But you couldn't sell it anymore.
Of course. Are you kidding? I think this would sell like hotcakes.
No, if you walk into a boutique and this is sitting next to the Ballon d'Or, the Tanks, the Santos, the Drives, this looks like it's completely out of place. Like
I'd buy that.
I'm telling you, I think if they make this in steel, they will sell out. They will have a waiting list for this, no problem at all. Actually, you know who made it? So I did like watches that need to be re-released. I did a stream on that, and this was one of them. And then like maybe, I don't know, a month later, just as a subtle flex, you know Jack Foster from Hodinkee? I don't know if you know who that is, but he's a pretty big writer for Hodinkee. They wrote an article of like watches they want to be re-released, and he picked this one in steel too. So that's just
you're least attractive when you flex, Marco.
I'm sorry.
No, but seriously, I mean, if you went into a boutique, right, and you go and you're looking at Cartier layouts, which recently, because of things we've talked about off air, I've done, and I see this in the layout, it just doesn't blend with the line at all.
Agree.
Right.
Yep.
So I think it may sell out from the perspective of like people like you who want this throwback watch, like the Vacheron 222. But even the Vacheron 222, you go in and you're going to look at modern overseas and you see the 222, it doesn't really blend. So you have to have those buyers ready to buy them ahead of time. And I don't know that Cartier has enough cachet for that.
So to be fair, Waco has been going around doing a lot of like watches and wonders, and he's saying like Cartier's kind of repositioned themselves as the king of elegance. And I think this is like a super elegant watch, and I think that's really the point, right? It just adds to the elegance of their line. Like this is still a beautiful watch today, like it was, like it will be 100 years ago, like it was 100 years from now. You know what I mean?
Somebody on the scroll, somebody said, was it Lord of Fleck, the parking meter? Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, the parking meter.
There you go.
So Watch Guy says the Cartier super boring updates. So I agree with this, but don't forget they're very traditional watch brand. But I think by far the most boring was IWC, which we covered last stream. I mean, just more Top Gun, more pilot watch.
And don't forget those insane.
Cartier came out with a new watch, right? Where the movement is the rotor.
We'll come out. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it.
Okay, because I got to give them some credit for for coming out with that.
Yes, we will definitely get to that. So your friend Mike brings up a good point, JLC, but I definitely think he brings up the latter part. So Breguet, Glashütte. I'd also throw Blancpain and Jacques Drouot, which are like the four biggest swatch brands, are so mismanaged, terribly mismanaged. They're really badly managed. So, yeah. Whole thing. Parking meter. You guys know.
I actually don't see that. I don't see it at all, parking meter.
There you go. Best watch for. I'm glad somebody agrees. Thank you very much, Chef. Yes, sir.
I mean, I like this too. I think this is pretty original.
Yes. Thank goodness Ari agrees. I'm glad. Thank you, Ari.
Woo-hoo. You're welcome. I can agree with you.
Okay. Something cool and interesting. So FP totally sold out and re-released an original design of the Vagabondage that they hadn't done in years. Although this is super rare and limited. It's a 68-piece limited edition. But this is so pretty. I love this. I
This
think
is
it's
one they
just-
call JJ4, right?
No.
Yeah, hey. They won't even
I
return-
wish. I
they
mean, I
won't
hope for
return
his
my
sake he
calls.
will. I really
What's
do
this
hope
run?
they call him for this. Oh my goodness.
How much is this
incredible.
run?
Say that again?
How much is this run?
That's a good question. So if you can get it, right, because 68 pieces is going to be almost impossible to get, it costs price unavailable at press time. Okay, so it'll be fucking expensive.
I think that's what it means. I think that's what it
Yeah.
means.
That means unobtainium. Once
pretty
again,
much.
another one in that pile.
Ooh, let me drop the link. We got Uncle Stefano in the chat.
Whiz.
The whiz.
Oh, look at this.
Don't
Newbie
buy
says
the
Marco
boots
needs to
to
wear
wear.
double denim. Yes, I need a Canadian tuxedo while wearing that Cartier, right?
That's good.
Yes, very nice. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to bring this up. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Not much else to say. And then going back to Cartier, here we go. This is the watch people were just talking about. And here he is. Hello, Uncle Stefano.
Marco,
Hey, Wiz.
Marco.
Marco.
Oh, hold on. We got a question. So how do you tell the time? Let me just go back 1 second. So you see how like the arrow is pointed here? That's actually the time, right? So like in the God, it's hard for me to explain it. Hold on.
It's basically there. If it was 12:30, for example, that
Yes.
that
It would
square
be
thing
right
would
in the
be in the
middle.
middle. Yes.
Yeah, it would be right here, right
Yeah.
in the middle.
So this is
So this would be
proportional.
like 12 on the nose.
Yeah.
This would be
Yeah.
12:10, I would imagine, right? No,
20.
No,
yeah,
sorry. This would be 12:15, 12:30, 12:45.
something like that. It's
Yeah,
basically
I forget exactly the
it's-
scale, but yeah, something like that.
it's
Right?
proportional to a run around the dial. That's
Yeah,
what that
exactly.
that's what that line is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, interesting, cool design, and it's got the oscillating weight the balance wheel in the middle that turns, so it kind of acts like a budget tourbillon, if you will, which I always think is cool, you know. Okay, this is super sick. I think this was cool, but I could live without it too, and it'll be super expensive, but mechanically it's super interesting. What do you guys
30
think? of this?
pieces sold out.
Yeah, it's completely sold out already, right?
Wow.
Not surprisingly.
And the crash got sold out, all 50 pieces at Watches and Wonders.
Now this is interesting.
What did you think, Mo? Tell me.
I
tell
like
me,
it.
tell me.
I like it. I like it. I think it's an interesting watch.
I got to be honest with you. It's weird, right? So half the
It
wrist
is.
will show like on the dial, so you're just basically going to see the reflections of your arm hairs.
Yeah, but that's what they were going for. It's
Yeah,
different.
that's
It's. I think it's cool.
Is GMT on? Oh, GMT's not on. I was going to make a joke about having to shave and
Yeah, laser.
Laser
right?
hair
Laser,
remove your
going
arm.
laser.
Yeah.
No more shaving.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting, cool watch. Definitely different from the crowd. Like not something that you see before at all, as far as I'm concerned. But again, it's not. I mean, at the price they're going for, plus they're already sold out. Like it's crazy,
I think this is not the last we see of a design like this.
Yeah, for sure. What's the price? 250,000 euros. Yeah.
Oh no, I hate this thing. Horrible. Unbelievable. Throw it away.
Yeah.
Sasquatch,
this is-
you Fiker, where you been, man?
In an undisclosed location.
Okay. All right there, Baba John.
So Wing says this is nice. And yeah, I didn't expect this either for sure. SLC saying I really like how they tied the crown into the gems in the movement. Yeah, I think it's very innovative, no question. I don't even know how they hid like all the movement inside that little, like the little winding rotor without it like
Well,
breaking.
there's your test for Sunday Fun Day. Find out and let us know. You are the guru. You are the guru.
Yeah, I have no idea how they did this, to be honest. with
Roman
you.
called me, said, let him fucking find out or else I don't know about it.
Good one. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think it's an interesting watch at 250,000 euros. Hard pass for me. Hard pass.
A mere bag of shells. What the fuck is it? For a guy at Luxury Bazaar, you'd be making that shit every 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Sure. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's we've pretty much covered every watch from Watches and Wonders.
Nephew, did you see that Mr. Sharf mentioned welcome to the team on his Instagram?
Yes, sir. I actually showed it, right? I showed it at the beginning. If you scroll
I
back
don't
to the
know.
beginning of the clip.
I just posted it all over today, so.
Hold on.
So that's my nephew, bitches.
I want to pull up again one more time the hold on one second.
Capitan.
For those who didn't see, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Not really.
Oh,
but I just want
JJ's
to put
here.
it,
For those who missed JJ was out.
No, I am here. I'm here.
Here we go.
Oh Jesus!
There's no flex in here, guys. This isn't a flex.
I feel like a big dick right now because I kind of brushed Marco off. I didn't realize who he was. I didn't realize. I apologize to him because in the crowd of people, I didn't recognize who he was. This is the Watch Cardinal.
Yes.
And honestly, this is, I think, the youngest and most talented man in the space. All right. So for all of you that don't follow the Watch Cardinal, follow the Watch Cardinal. This kid's got knowledge.
Yes.
That's
Sorry.
a good commercial break. Good commercial
Yeah,
break.
that was back in London. That was from London. I should make an intro like.
That was for the first London show. That's right.
Yeah, that was the first
At
time.
the end, when Nico is on the phone at the end there, he's picking up his phone. You get
Yeah,
the
it goes
whole
on.
crew in there.
Yeah, let's make sure we give a good hat tip to Nico because
Yeah.
him coming on the streams, him having Marco and JJ on the streams and stuff. That was a nice little integration, and that was Marco was on the stream with what you had Eric, Roman, Nico, right? JJ's on the stream, so a lot of people worked to get Marco to this point, and then now they've got to make sure they beat his ego into submission.
I'm surprised he made it out of. How did you get out of that restaurant? Was the door? Did they have to
Holy
grease
shit.
the doorway?
Oh man.
They had to deflate his head at the door.
Nephew, the old motto. Lottie dottie, fuck everybody.
Gotta keep things real, man. Gotta keep.
I did
things
mention this
real.
before I announced what's it called, like that I was gonna work for Roman right on my birthday stream. Like I wouldn't even have considered a career in watches if it weren't for Nico giving me like that kick in the ass, telling me like, yeah, you can definitely do this. So for that, I'll always be appreciative to him. You know what I mean? Like I can never forget that. And don't forget he also
No. Stefano, he's right. He's right.
No, he also
he's not.
flew
No,
me out to Ireland
Sorry.
and what have you.
No,
Like
he's
he
not.
was super gracious and kind to me. So yeah, I can
Marco's
never.
just very kind and good-hearted. Nico had nothing really to do with this shit. He offered him a job, didn't offer him the right combination.
Okay, moving on. Mr. Cassio, are you coming
It's
to
the
feel
journey, man. It's the journey. Enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
about
journey.
the journey,
The
right? It's
journey.
about the journey for sure.
And thank God I bought into Marco at an early valuation about two years
shit.
ago.
Oh
What?
shit.
When did you do that?
About a
Yeah,
year ago.
Back when he was only
that.
worth 3 bags of ketchup chips.
It's on
Oh,
one of the. I think
I
it's
didn't get
recorded.
the memo of
I
this.
think it's recorded. Yeah. Did you get that wire?
We need to go back and see the contracts. Let's see the contracts. I don't remember.
Oh, we don't need contracts. It's a handshake.
got a
The
super
word is
chat,
like
man.
oak.
Oh yes, we got Lou with the $5 saying, "Hey guys, Wizard, do you like the new Navitimer 43, white with black registers, date at 6 o'clock? I know you're a Breitling fan. Marco the celebrity. No, I'm far from a celebrity. Go ahead.
Yes, I love it, but for me, I love the 47. The same watch in 47 I love.
Someone without mutant wrists. Would they like the Navitimer 43?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
We call him mutant wrist, bitch.
Oh, tell him, Baba John.
Love you guys.
But all you guys bitch about 42 and 41 millimeters. So 43, definitely a bitch for you guys. For me, it's a decent size. 47 is a better size.
Yeah. I could
Great watch.
handle
The way they hid the
What, do you
date.
wear them on your legs?
right, yeah. Instead of the tracking bracelets.
Exactly.
you know,
47 is.
It'll be my ankle monitor,
Yeah.
the size of my ankle. Like I'll have a Breitling ankle bracelet.
Can you pull that one up, Marco? Can you pull this watch up?
Yeah.
Lou, make sure you get at least 15% off, man. I can get you better, but if you're good with an AD and you want to build up history with him, then make sure he gives you at least 15 off.
Listen, nobody beats the Wiz, all right? Uncle Stefano, you want a good price on a watch, just get in touch with him, especially when it comes to Breitling. Especially when it comes
Nobody beats the Wiz.
That's right.
Yep.
Here we go. So these are a couple of different. I think the salmon is probably the nicest. I love this salmon.
It's very nice.
They're good
Yeah,
looking.
the
watches.
ice blue is really nice too.
They're good looking.
They do a really nice ice blue. I really like.
Yeah, they're all honestly
Yeah.
they're all super nice. They must have.
What a great
What is the
lineup.
one with
Love
the
it.
mint-
Love it.
Look at this blue.
What is the one with the mint dial with the white register, or the white sub dial register?
The
Oh, that's
Pixar.
the chrono, right? That 2 register.
That's the
chrono?
original Navitimer.
No, that's not the original.
They're
No,
like a
no,
new one.
no.
That
Oh,
just came out.
the look, the color scheme.
Hold on.
It was pretty nice. The new one that just came out.
Yeah, Lou, definitely. Wear this in good health. They're pretty watches.
Yeah, super pretty.
Oh, there you go. Lou said he's getting 27%. Wiz.
Oh, awesome.
27. That's a great. Yeah.
That's
Great.
beautiful.
Ooh, Duco Ted, I have a 7.5 inch wrist and 47 millimeters too big. Yeah, I tend to agree. 47 mil is like pushing, like that's pushing the boundaries. It's like Arnold and like Sylvester
That's
Stallone.
50 millimeter, man. Arnold wears 50.
There it is. You just passed it.
Oh, sorry, right here.
That's Mr. Lime.
Is that lime?
I'd
Or
say
Blue,
that's more.
Mr.
Mr.
Black.
Blue,
Key
Mr.
lime.
Pink, Mr. Yellow.
I don't
This
know,
is a
man.
cool
Lime.
summer watch.
Like seafoam mist, like teal, if you're talking
This is-
architectural
This
color.
is this is like the halls in like
Mint
1960s
green,
buildings, 1960s buildings. It was this kind
It looks
of
like mint
Yeah.
chocolate chip
Mint
ice cream
green.
without the chocolate
Mint
chips.
green. Yeah, I'll go with mint green.
I
Not
think
mint,
it's
I like that
Ming,
bracelet.
M-I-N-G, like the watch, Ming green.
like me.
Lime.
I think this would be a fun
Not
summer
lime.
watch.
Lime is more green. This is very
I
muted.
agree.
I agree, Duco Ted. I'm with you.
I-
Pistachio.
I agree, JJ. This one's cool. This one's a great summer watch.
I don't know if I like that bracelet though.
Oh, that bracelet fits so nice, man. Put it
It's
on your
very
hand. Let's
silky.
see.
It's silky
It's
smooth.
just
I like
dated,
this
the
rotor.
problem.
The new rotor too is really nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm
Very
in
cool. We got
the green.
your
The green.
friend Mike.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say the green's a great destination wedding watch. It totally hits
You,
them.
Ari.
What? I meant that with love and respect.
Wow.
We got your friend Mike with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, man. Saying can't stay long. Just wanted to show my support. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. How about the new clasp? Wait, is there a new clasp? Oh, there's a new butterfly clasp. I haven't seen this actually. I don't know what it's like. I mean, it looks good. Looks okay. I don't see any other pictures of it, unfortunately. But yeah, it
We
looks
also
pretty
make an emerald green. You guys know that, right?
on. I thought they did that on
On
the
the
top.
Navitime, you don't have the whole collection there.
I don't have the whole collection for real.
No.
I thought that was the top time they did. Not the top time, but the premiere, right?
The Navitimer B01 chronograph. Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
but that's a different watch. That's with the bullet bracelet, right?
Yeah, they call it green. No,
That's
it comes on leather. I have it right here. Here, I'll put it in the private chat.
Sure. We got Bubba Hotep saying, if I call Luxury Bazaar and ask for Mr. Potato Head's extension, will they
Oh
connect?
shit!
You know what? They
So,
will
you know what's
now.
funny?
They will now. By the way, now that
Oh shit!
So you know what's
You're gonna show him that picture that is.
Oh, you want to hear this, right? So they were trying to come up with like some kind of nickname for me. Like they had like the worst nicknames, like a watch sommelier. I'm like, what the hell is a sommelier? Mind you, I don't drink at all, right? But it's like a wine
Wine,
expert. Or
Yeah, the wine expert.
yeah, it's like some kind of wine expert or something like
Yeah,
that. I
if
was
you're at
like,
a restaurant, you call the sommelier.
that's terrible, right? So like, so what is it that you look like? I'm like, well, there's a couple of different references I get. You know, one is Bobby Hill, and then they pulled it up, and they're like, oh yeah, okay. We're gonna start calling you Bobby around the office.
Bobby.
Oh,
You
shit.
Bobby Google.
There it is.
So
should have shown him the picture with the potato head that I sent.
It's right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
I,
it
think
is.
I totally don't see the difference. It looks like
Same.
That's what Ari said the other day. It looks just like you, Marco.
Yeah,
I don't
it's like-
see
it's
a
like-
difference.
who modified the picture? Who modified the picture? Exactly.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
fantastic.
JJ did a classic on this one.
That was good.
That was very
That's good.
But JJ, you forgot to put the fucking Timex Expedition on his wrist. That would be.
I don't have that kind of skill.
That
one's
Lucky
coming,
I
that
got the
one's
one
coming.
thing on there.
There it is, brother.
okay.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I know you
Oh,
guys.
this
feel
is
the
a
same
nice
way.
watch. I love this thing. This is
This
nice.
is a nice green.
That's an emerald green. It's beautiful, but
You know what? That
again,
is
you
beautiful.
guys say it's too big.
I like the more muted greens myself. And so
Yeah, the
this
mint
is-
green.
Yeah, this is okay. This is okay.
It reminds me,
And
honestly,
I prefer it on leather than the bracelet, to be honest. This
Mm.
watch.
So
Do
Patek
they have
just
any other
released-
sizes of this?
Yeah,
Or
they
is
make
this only in a
41
46?
also.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll pull it up.
Pull
What's
it
it
up,
called? So you know,
They're
Patek
right in that box with
5270
the
in green.
Navitimer. You'll pull
So
them all
Patek
up.
just made that 5270 in green, right? Right, Stefano? It kind of reminds me of that same green, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Very similar. Okay, so we got the reverse panda blue. I like this rose gold. This actually looks pretty nice. 41, not bad. I love this salmon. This salmon is super nice.
I like what Breitling is doing.
Got the green.
Man,
Yeah,
they're coming out some cool watches.
Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice.
And for those with
you know what?
Fifi wrists, they all have.
I'm kind of
they
sold
all
on
have
this
the
one. I do
35.
like this. I'm growing. This is growing on me, despite the jock strap. Sorry. What else?
Well, you got to go up and go into the box where it says Navitimer and click in that box and pull them all up. Right there on the left. Yep. There you go. 43,
That
43,
champagne's really nice
43.
too.
Which one up here?
Yeah.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like kind of salmon. Not really, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
definitely more
What do you call
champagne.
it, though?
Yeah.
What else?
They call it copper.
Copper. Yeah, copper is probably a good description.
Don't move, coppers.
Oh, look at this. They
That's
made a
what I'm talking
three-hander
about,
version
these.
of it.
Pull it up.
These are my favorite. The 806 re-editions. Oh, look at this. I didn't see this. What the hell? They made a blue version for 40,000? Are they out of their mind? Look at this. Where is it? What the fuck? Hold on a minute. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it looks like it's just the site's just slow.
Yeah, the site is just very slow. Look at this. Jesus.
Everybody's
God,
on shopping.
Somebody
Oh,
clicked
there
on
we
that
go.
watch.
40,000 US?
Platinum, man.
Oh, it's platinum. Okay, that makes sense. Do they have a display rack? I hope so. No, they probably don't actually.
Navitimer, I've never seen one with one. Actually.
Holy shit. Look who we got joining us. We got the one and only Carmelo. Hello, Carmelo.
Hey, Carmelo.
Marco, I was wondering, well, actually, no, where is JJ?
I'm right here, Carmelo. How are you?
JJ, do you accept me back into your community?
Oh
Oh my
that is
god.
excellent.
I vote no. I vote no. No.
Carmelo,
No
where
one's
have you been?
asking you. Would you boring man, no one's asking you. I'm asking JJ.
You want back in?
Yeah, I forgive you if you forgive me.
I haven't seen you streaming, Carmelo. Where you been?
Well, I've been trying to conquer the world, but yeah, I got fed up with Archie and I told him to fuck off.
Did you scare him? You scared the piss out of him?
Well, I tried reaching out to Marco during Austin's stream, but he took my hand and he took a shit in it.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I heard you were trying to do backroom deals.
Yeah, no, I said, Marco, what do you think? Let's bury the hatchet. But he, like I said, I reach my hand out, he take my hand and does shit.
Anytime, Carmelo. Anytime, buddy. With you, I'd be happy to do it. Yes, this is nice. This is super nice. What do you think, Mo? Tell me what you think.
It looks like the underside of a bottle cap, man.
I
Yeah,
actually
man.
don't like it. Now that I see it now, I don't like it, to be honest.
Looks like a quarter on my hand.
The three-hander.
Yeah, the angled dial is weird.
Yeah, no, it's a little
angle.
weird. It's more so once I see the wrist shot. Maybe the renderings just really suck again. But yeah, this looks. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the wrist shot does look better, but it's still I can't unsee like popping a bottle of root beer. I can't unsee the bottle cap.
Right. Oh boy, we got Respectably Late joining us. Hello. Sorry for being respectably late. Hey, you got to live up to your name. You know what I'm saying? We got Liberum X saying good evening. Hello. Hope you're doing
Can I
well.
ask Carmelo a question?
Sure, man.
Yeah, Toyota Mo, my friend, where have you been? Long time. no
Oh my
see.
god.
Where have you
Carmelo,
been?
what happened between you and Lord? It got pretty heated there for a sec.
He threw me under the bus and he started manipulating people. I was saying, this is insane. This is religious cult. You call Archie Pontiff. Why you call him Pontiff? This is insane. This is insane.
Okay. Yes. Von Crow pretty much summarizes what I think about watches, right? Oh, it looks nice. It looks like this. Yeah, I hate it now. I fucking hate this. Pretty
That's
much.
it. That's it. Based on real horological principles.
Exactly.
Yeah. This
Yep.
looks like a
It's just-
nipple. Nope. Hate it. Pass. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So yeah,
So-
guys.
So Carmelo, I'm just wondering how what have you been doing these days, given you've been sort of kicked out of every watch community?
Oh, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
No, it's a good question.
Well, if you let me back into your community, then I can show you my videos and we can all join forces.
That's a good
I
idea.
go to Swatch store in Tokyo, and I think this Moon Swatch is shit.
I don't disagree.
I don't
So, yeah.
disagree. Actually, you and I agree on that.
Yeah, I can disagree with that. Lou is asking, is your PAM a 45 millimeter? No, it's 44, if I'm not mistaken. He said I had a Black Seal on yesterday, 45 millimeter, or smaller. And that's what I like about it, right? And don't forget, okay, so Panerai, the original Panerai, actually, they've only been selling watches retail customer since 1993. So they haven't been selling watches to retail customers for very long. But the original Panerai was a prototype in 1936, which was a Radomir, right? The wire lug Radomir cushion case shape that you see like in the model that I have. That's why I actually got that one. Now the original was a 47 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken, and they used like a Rolex stock movement, but it was like third party. I think it's called the Cordoba movement, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's the original design, like original wristwatch of Panerai. So that's personally why I prefer it. So even though the first retail model was a Luminor, the first watch they made was a Radomir, which is cool.
So, Marco, did
Yes.
you already cover in your last video the new Odysseus or the new Moser releases?
I did, but we can go over it again if you want.
I'm curious to get the panel's thoughts on the new Odysseus. Less the Mosers, but the Odysseus.
Let's
Okay.
pull it up right now. Here we go. But the limit, it's super limited, right? Isn't it like 250 pieces? I was watching the Swiss and John show, and he said they're already sold out. What do you think, man?
I still like the original, the first generation, because you could take that damn bracelet off and put a nice strap on it.
Yes. Actually, we know somebody. I forget his.
Yeah,
his
somebody
YouTube
did it.
username. Yeah, his YouTube. I forget his YouTube username, but yeah, he actually sent us pictures. Right? He has the original where you can take the bracelet off.
So I think this is beautiful. I
With the
like-
bracelet, with the strap, it looks so much more better.
I think this
Yeah,
is
I
really
just
nice.
still have a
I like
problem
that.
with this date display, like the day and the date display. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
It throws me off.
doesn't bother me too much. It's you have symmetry at least with this one, but
I think the dial, the case, the crown, the not crown guards, but like the contour look better on this version. I think I would also like to see it on a strap though.
Yeah. Now, also, if I'm not mistaken, it's a huge price difference, right, between this one and the regular steel version. So this was 55,000 euros. Now, if I'm not mistaken, like the original one is like 40,000 roughly. So there's like a huge price disparity between this and the other one. It's kind of like, to me, right? I like the Vacheron 222, but in all honesty, I feel it's a complete cash grab. I mean, it's about $20,000 more expensive than the rose gold overseas, and you get
the
less
whole
gold.
bloody watch industry right now is a huge cash grab.
Yeah, like it's in my opinion, it's a complete cash grab. Like I'm a huge VC lover. I'm gonna own multiple VCs hopefully in the future. But yeah, it just feels like a total and complete cash grab, no question about it.
Yeah,
And so
I
does
like
this.
that. I like they did it on titanium, but I'm not a huge fan of this watch. I think this space is crowded. Do you need to go to Lange for this watch for a
You
sports
need to
watch?
have 2 purchase history and wait a year to get one.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not waiting two minutes for this thing.
Yeah, whatever.
It's true. I don't like it, so I'm not
It's all
buying
good,
it.
brother.
I
Here,
am
in
buying
private
it for-
chat, I pulled the one up with the rubber strap.
I'll pull it up. Yeah, so Lou, he said it fits like a glove. Love it for $4,000. Can't beat it. So I bought mine full set with the original plastic around the case, which you don't always get, and Panerai will not replace it, for $3,000 US. So I think it was a steal. To be honest, I couldn't pass it up.
So what's the price of this watch?
It's like 50,000 euros, 55,000 euros. Yeah, and it's 250 piece limited edition. I mean,
If you
still,
have to ask, you can't afford it.
it's still
I'd
nice.
I'd get a Zeitwerk.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'd get the chronograph.
But you're not going to get a Zeitwerk unless you got 3 purchase history. And forget about the honey, because they're like,
No, forget that.
you better spend at least $1 million with Lange to get a honey today.
Burger shot. There we go. Yeah, so this is nice. I like this on the strap,
Oh, yeah.
but still,
I
I
like
still
that.
On the strap, I like it a lot better.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I like it a lot better.
Yep. SLC
Anyway,
saying
guys, I'll
it
let
seemed
you
like a
think
watch
about the
I would
offer.
want in titanium. I agree, actually. I don't think titanium is that great of a that. I don't know. It just feels weird. Todd says, "I love ALS."
Marco, I'll let you
Yes.
think about my offer. It's a good offer. We can do great things on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, just let me know what you think.
Carmelo,
Sure, buddy. I appreciate it.
I heard you're selling your meteorite dial Pepsi to make some money.
Let's not get into it. Let's let's not get into it, please.
We'll take
I-
that offline.
I apologize.
Take
I
care,
apologize.
Carmelo. Take care, man.
Carmelo, nice to
See you,
see you,
Carmelo.
buddy.
Take care, man.
I had a couple of questions for Carmelo, but I'll reserve it.
Yeah, let's review. So I'm with McLovin. Royal Oak is better than the Odysseus. Yeah, no question. It's
I
also
would
got
agree.
about
Of
like
course. What the fuck you care?
it's
Safe
also
with
got
the
about
safe.
like 40,
No matter what you buy,
45
it's going to the safe, McLovin.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Go ahead, Ollie.
I wasn't going to say nothing.
He
Oh,
started
okay,
up
sorry.
trouble.
Yeah, it's also got like 45 years of history on the Odysseus, you know. So yeah.
Sasquatch, what the hell is that avatar, man?
I love it. Look at it.
I think it's amazing, actually.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's pretty
That
good.
ain't no fucking
It's really
Sasquatch.
badass. It is.
actually-
That's the one that I. That's not
Harry
the
and
one that I
Henderson's
know.
have you.
It actually is. It's John Prufrock. It's the Sasquatch that I named my myself after.
It's really cool.
Can we see? That's John Prufrock. Are there other pictures of John Prufrock floating around?
There are. I can share that on the after show. I don't know that it's a
Okay.
topic.
Look
that
at this.
people will be
Moss
particularly
has said
interested
it's
in.
Aussie, you're
self-
funny, man.
It's a self-portrait. There you go. That's correct. Yep. Yeah, guys. So overall, let's get a pulse on what people think. What did you guys think of the releases at Watches and Wonders? Are we all for it? Are we all against it? Were there a lot of low lights?
I'm in the meh rating.
Mediocre, like the
Yeah.
Cartier's probably the
Yeah.
most of all of everything. But again, not like gushing, but just like them.
Okay. JJ, what'd you think, man? What'd you think? He's not here to Mo, what'd you think?
Of the whole Watches and Wonder release.
Yeah.
I gave it a meh rating. So just whatever. It's cool. Had some fun watches, some cool watches, but nothing wasn't blown away.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm with you. Ollie, what'd you think, man?
I thought it was a weak Watches and Wonders. I thought the biggest reveal of Watches and Wonders were price inflation.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Nothing really caught my eye.
Yeah, I'm with you. Nothing crazy out there.
I
Cap?
just want to say the biggest loser was IWC.
Oh
Just
my God.
absolutely
Agreed.
insane. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely crazy what they did.
Mhm. More meh. Yeah, I'm with Duco Ted. More meh than wow. 100%. Cap, what'd you think, man? What'd you think?
Look, I thought there was some winners in terms of pieces. Not quite sure in terms of the brands which one you would say was the winner and loser. Maybe it's too early to tell, but at the end of the day, the watch market is on fire still, and all these pieces are selling out. Not all of them, but a lot of the pieces that we're looking at. And Wizard told us the Cartiers are sold out. The limited pieces are just selling out before they're even offered. Like when you have Zinn selling, the colorful variations of their watch, and they're sold out, that just tells you what's happening. It's
Yeah.
madness.
Yeah. Wiz, what do you think?
Absolute madness. So they don't have to do a lot this year. They didn't have to do a lot.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm with Todd too. Watches and Wonders releases were pretty underwhelming this time around, particularly Rolex. So I think Rolex was especially disappointing. IWC just like boring. You know what I mean? Like really boring. Honestly,
Rolex
the only winners.
Stop taking
Sorry.
orders for that pink sapphire purple shit on the Yachtmaster from their ADs, because I spoke to my AD. He's still in Switzerland. They stopped taking orders. You can imagine that.
Crazy. Yeah. So to be honest with you, I just found it was really boring, to be honest with you. Like most of the releases are, somewhat obvious. Like I thought Patek did a lot of nice stuff. Vacheron obviously had the overseas tourbillon, but let's be honest, nobody's going to be able to get it other than the super VIPs. I think the 222 was a complete cash grab looking at it objectively, right? And then the rest, like honestly, I think still nobody has beaten the 50th anniversary Royal Oaks. That takes the cake for the best, the best releases of the year, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I know there's a
And
ton
it's
more.
possible that
Sorry, go ahead.
everybody knew that was going to be the case, right? It's possible that everybody said this is not the year to try to compete. Like box office releases, right? Films space themselves out.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's possible that's what they thought. It's just not trying. It's not the year to try to compete.
That's not a bad point. But I think I disagree to a certain extent in that, let's say IWC released an Ageneur, right, on the 50th anniversary of the Royal Oak, and they gave us the 1832. Here, let me pull it up.
They didn't want to compete against them, man. That's why. They'll do it
But they
next year.
wouldn't be- they would get a ton of good press, right? They would start
They would.
comparisons with the Royal Oak and what have you, like 50th anniversary. Obviously, the Royal Oak would win in every category, but still, two Gerald Genta designed watches. You know what I mean? I think there would be a lot of good press out there. For
Well,
sure.
no. So here's the thing. I don't know that there would be. I think that IWC would be. People would say, "Well, this is another Gerard Perregaux," right?
Yeah.
Like I think people would liken it to the people who are chasing the Royal Oak, and it would miss the heritage of this watch. I think it's a better move to release this watch well after the 50th Royal Oak.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. I mean, I respect that. I respect that opinion for sure. I don't necessarily disagree, but I don't agree at the same time. I think if they would have released it, it would have been nice in that people could have gotten more exposure to this, and I think it really would have knocked it out of the park. Omega and Breitling had some of the better new announcements, and they weren't. Yeah, Omega and Breitling did some nice releases for sure.
Yeah. They'll be part of WTA coming up.
It's true. That's the next event. When is that? In the next couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, right? Yeah, I think
And
Rolex
Hong Kong
is
is still in the air because dealers will not go and do a 21-day quarantine. It becomes
it's
very
a lot.
the costs are insane, man.
Yeah.
So
Let me ask you a question, hypothetically. Would we feel differently, especially in particular about Rolex, if that GMT came in a standard right-handed configuration? Or would they also need to have done, let's say, more of a dial variation on the Air King? Or maybe even discontinuing the Milgauss, which obviously, I mean, they didn't do, and they probably have no intention of doing.
Yeah.
So I think they really missed the boat with the Air King. Like
Yeah,
I was expecting something a lot better than just some crown guards.
Yeah.
that
I
case
mean,
is weird, man.
It is. And the GMT, the left hand, I mean, if it was just a normal GMT, yeah, it would be cool. Like that picture you posted, Wiz. I thought that was awesome. The way that on the Jubilee. I mean, I thought that looked great. But once again, disappointing just because of the Air King, and I still think that they should have left the smooth bezel on the platinum day date and just left it as an option to get it either with a fluted or a smooth bezel. Give the people
I
an
think they
option.
shouldn't even have given the option. I think it became like synonymous with the platinum day date that, okay, you know what? It's just going to be a smooth bezel. I don't know.
I think
People are gonna
Toyota Mo
white gold one now.
I think Toyota Mo should be listened to. He covered like the whole Rolex release perfectly right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't really much going on with Rolex, unfortunately.
The Yachtmasters were like, no titanium Yachtmaster. I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like I still prefer the rose gold
Oh.
Yachtmaster to the yellow gold, and the Falcon Eye dial
So-
is interesting, but like I can live without it.
So remember that
okay.
the yellow gold is a 42 mil.
Right,
The
42.
rose gold is a 40 mil.
Which
Yes.
40
So,
wears better, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
Let me ask you this.
I like the 40 more, by
Hold
the
on,
way.
hold on,
Fits
real
better.
quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, like the Air King. So the Air King is thinner, to be fair. Yeah, sure, but it doesn't. Like I don't get it. It just lacks creativity. It's Rolex really being lazy and just resting on their laurels. Like the whole Air King dial is based on the Bloodhound dial. That's a failed project. They botched it. They ditched it. Now it's completely. It's been sacked. It's not even being pursued. Like change the dial. Come up with something new and inventive. And it's just they really missed the mark in my opinion.
Next
And the
year,
GM
boys, next year's the anniversary of the Daytona. Get
The
ready.
GMT is just the cherry up. Yeah, but the anniversary of there's a ton of anniversary. There's the anniversary of the Explorer 2 last year. They did nothing.
So what
Well,
I'm really
with
scared
Daytona,
that
they
they're
will.
gonna what I'm thinking like what we've seen where they just refine little small things like with the Explorer and the Air King. I feel they're gonna do that with the Milgauss. They'll keep the same dial and just probably put some crown guards and
Yeah.
update
They'll
the
print out
movement.
the case the same way with the Air King, right?
Update the movement and just call it a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Question for Marco and the panel.
Yes.
Falcon Eye or left-hand drive GMT?
Falcon Eye. In a heartbeat.
No question, right?
Yeah, in a
Okay.
heartbeat. Because I hate the left. Hate is a strong word. I just think it looks weird.
Okay.
The 9 o'clock
Fair
gauge
enough.
throws me off
But
left
it's
hand.
different. Every dial is different, and the one my buddy, my AD, who's there, showed me live on feed on iPhone, whatever you call it. It looked really nice, man.
Yeah,
It
they're
looked like
all-
an eyeball. It looked like an eyeball.
It's also
That's-
unique,
wow.
right? It's like getting a bespoke Rolex, to be fair, because
Yeah.
every dial is unique. But
Yeah.
I'd still prefer to get a rose gold Yachtmaster over everything else,
Mm.
to be honest with
Yeah.
you. Yeah, so Angie said, credit the 8-year-old that drew up the spread. That's a good one. Yeah, and Liberum says, after the Starbucks. So the Starbucks really wasn't that inventive either, though, to be
No.
fair. Like, they basically took a Kermit and just updated it
Yeah.
with modern specs and modern materials. So it's nothing like it's a nice watch, right? But it's nothing like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, wow, we really got to praise Rolex on this design, you know?
No.
Right.
So
And officially, the dealer chats, boys, it's called the Riddler.
the Riddler.
There
The
you go.
Riddler.
First guy I saw say that was Lone Star, our buddy. And let me tell you, every dealer in the dealer chats, 3,000 of them, they call it the Riddler.
I like that name because I still can't figure out why they made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yep. Duco Ted said, but some colors.
They'll put some color
even though They
bezels.
sub the classic. I don't want to see
never.
any bezel
They'll
colors.
never
even though
touch
they
that.
sub. Don't touch that, please. Do not touch.
They
that.
won't. They won't.
Todd says the Omega Moon Swatch release was more exciting than pretty much everything. Yeah, because you could actually get it.
Yep.
Or there was a chance that you could get it. That's the difference.
You get it in 2 weeks online, man.
Yeah.
Wiz,
They
what do you think
have-
those Riddlers are going to be going for? Someone said 40 grand.
No, not even. No, they'll
That's
go
like
for
30 off the bat.
they'll spike. Yeah, depending on the retail, they'll probably
Yeah,
be
30, 35 off the bat.
25
probably.
to 30. But I don't think that even then they're gonna drop. I think.
They'll settle around 20, 25.
Yeah,
right?
2025, somewhere around there.
They'll be the softest GMT. There's no way.
Yeah.
If the only reason they wouldn't be is because they're extremely
Yeah.
rare. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
because
They
they're
just
limited
don't-
right now. They barely
Yeah.
put any out.
Yep. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it that I have for tonight. I think I'm gonna wrap this show up. I'll keep it a little streamlined, hour and 20-minute show. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Thank everybody in the chat who joined us.
Yeah, man.
JJ, Ari, Mo, the Squash.
Squash.
I'm not going to do that again. Ali, thank you for joining us. We got Captain, the Wizard, and of course, guys, as always, most importantly, you got to wear your watches, man. This is what it's all about. The watches. Guys, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, Sunday Fun Day. Oh, Carmelo, of course. We had to thank Carmelo for coming on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you very much. The surprise guest.
It's easy.
appearance.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day on JJ's
Yeah,
Major.
that's right. We got a
Unboxing.
mega unboxing and we got REG's review of the Zenith collection.
That is
Oh,
correct. I was
Epic
just
show.
about to
Epic
say.
show, boys. Epic.
Oh.
There we go, guys.
It's going to be
Take care, everybody.
exciting.